Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Live Trading Action by InTheMoneyStocks. Today is October 19, 2015. Company I'm going to show you today is that we're going to highlight is Hasbro. And many of you know this as the toy maker, but the reality of it is the company reported earnings today. Revenues are missed, but the company did meet expectations on earnings per share. But does that really matter for the stock? And the answer is absolutely not. It just, all that matters is what does the chart tell us. And right now the chart is telling us that Hasbro is going down. So if you take a look at the stock today, it was trading earlier around 77.50, now trading around 72.35, did trade as low as 71.50. So when you look at a bigger time frame, say a daily chart, this is a big wide range reversal day, taking out a lot of upside days to the downside in one session. And when you see something like that, that automatically tells us that we want to look lower on the chart for a buy level. So how do we find that spot? And this is something that I've been featuring in these videos over the last month or so. Where is the institutional buy point? And I simply like to go back to the bigger time frame, and real clearly the first thing that you'll notice going back here was the August flash crash, and the stock traded all the way down to around $60.38. So we know that the stock in its worst case scenario can get down this low, but where would the institutions be looking to get involved? So the next thing I like to do is I like to just backtrack a little bit. And what I like to see is, look at this gap window here. We had a gap at 70. The lower gap window, I believe, was right around this area, so we'll call it $66. So we know off the bat right here that this is where the stock broke out. This is what was retested on a closing basis, and then you moved all the way back up. So once you break through 70, that's what the real tell is going to come in. And the first thing I like to do whenever I see an equity like this, I like to look at all the different factors out there, where the breakout points were. And one thing I notice is right here. If you just take a look right here, and I'm just going to draw a simple line straight across, and try to get that line in there perfectly, you're going to notice that this green bar candle going back all the way to the week of February 9th, 2015, you're going to see that the high there was around $63. And then the stock could not break above it. It pulled back, pulled back, pulled back, and then finally closed above it. And that candle where it closed above that high was $63.95. And that tells me right there, this is where we want to get involved in Hasbro on the long side. So again, I would not be a buyer here at all. But when the stock gets back down to around 64 bucks, I think that's where you can jump all over the equity. Now, could it be 64.50, 64.80, 64.30? Yeah, but around that $64 level, that's where traders should look to get involved in Hasbro on the long side. So again, let it pull back. This is where the institutions broke this thing out, and they broke it out in a big way. Okay, when they broke it out here, they didn't just break it out for 5 points. They broke it out from 64 all the way up to 84. That's a 20-point move. So we know when the stock gets back down there, that's what they're going to support. That's where you could look for a tradable bounce, probably for a move back into 70 or so, the gap fill, somewhere around that level. That's a pretty good trade, 6 or 7 points to the upside. So again, keep Hasbro on the radar. Right around 64, 64 and change. That's where you're going to look to get involved in this stock on the long side. That's what the institutional money will come in and support it, and that's where you want to be a buyer. Okay? So again, if you want to trade this and other stuff with us, come on over, take a 7-day free trial to our research center. You'll get all of our nightly cycle work. You'll get all of our trade setups. You'll also get our No Hype Live broadcast, which we offer twice a week on Sundays and Thursdays. You'll also come in and be privileged to get all of our webinars that we offer for free when we do those every so often. So again, there's a lot of value there. You get a lot of bang for the buck, and there's a lot to see, a lot to do each and every night on the charts. With that being said, everybody, I want to wish you all a great trading day, and we will see you on the charts.